Which Nanoose waterfall spot is better? That's the question we are going to address today, but first we need some coffee. We're gonna head down to the Vault. It's one of my favorite places to get coffee in town, actually. So Josh has been in previous videos before, but Sean is somebody I haven't introduced onto the show before, so welcome Sean to Falling Down. Anyways, let's go get this coffee. So I'm upstairs here at the Vault Cafe skateboard shop, and one of the coolest things about this is that you can grab a coffee, and if you're a skateboarder, go grab yourself a board, go grab yourself some clothing, a pair of shoes, whatever you need, and go out for a skate after. I grew up skateboarding, so this is really cool and special to me because I love skateboarding still, and I also love coffee, so welcome to the Vault Skateboard Shop. What are these?
These are old Powell Peralta decks.
Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, Powell Peralta goes way back. That's super cool.
Oh, that's old school.
No school like the old school. All right, so we just grabbed our coffees here and we're on our way. We're gonna go pick up Devin, and Devin's gonna join us to go figure out which of these two waterfall spots is better. So Josh was asking, what if you hate them both equally? I mean, it's a good question. And Sean's gonna rate them on taste and smell.
Taste and smell.
So that's how these two will be judging these waterfalls. All right, so we've just gotten back here to Josh and Devin's house. Devin just got back from walking the dogs. Waterfall finding dogs. And here's Devin. Good to see you, buddy.
How you doing?
Welcome back to Falling Down.
Yeah.
So part of the reason I am doing this is because Kelsey and I constantly have a debate on which of these two Nanoose waterfall spots is better. So I think the best way to get to the bottom of this is to bring 3 of my friends. That way we have an odd number of people and we're able to get an outcome on which Nanoose waterfall spot is actually better.
Running in the keys in the ignition.
We left Sean in the truck like
Poor
the dog.
Lassie in the back
Never
seat.
leave your basis in the vehicle without the windows down. It's hot.
So just upon getting to Josh and Devin's here, I realized that a good old friend of mine is just hanging out outside. He was actually hanging out with us last night here, but unfortunately he has a busy day, so he can't come to the waterfalls. But Cameron?
What's up? Go shred some gnar, boys. I hope you guys have a great hike. Go kill it. These falls are amazing. I know this guy's gonna give you all the content that you guys need. He's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Peace.
Have a good day, Cameron.
See you, bro.
See you, buddy. All right, so we just had to make one more stop, and we're finally on our way out of Nanaimo to go check out these waterfalls. Let's start this drive. All right, and we've just got to the first Nanoose waterfall spot. Let's go do some judging. Oh man.
It landed.
I know.
Oh,
I love this thing. Did you video that?
So that was honestly not a great start to this adventure for Devin. I feel bad for the guy. He's going through a rough time with some other stuff. Part of the reason we're out here right now is because
Lost the love of my life.
he just by the love of his life, he does need the sandwich, and we're going this way, I guess. You know, one of the things I will say is that when your friends are going through a hard time, you got to be there for them. These are my best friends. They've been there for me in so many of my hard times. And he's going through a rough time with that sandwich. But another thing, you know, take care of your social health when you're going through a hard time, and take care of your environmental health. This is a great place to be, and it's a really important thing to get out in nature, get out into the bush, and enjoy the peace you can get out here when you're going through a hard time. It's a good thing I know where we are. All right, so here she is, the first of 2 waterfalls at this waterfall spot. Well, Sean, how does this one smell?
It smells fantastic. It's all misty too, so I'm getting a nice flavor from it. A little peaty, okay, but I quite appreciate this waterfall. Why doesn't it just stay up there? What's wrong with up there? Why does it have to come down here?
Definitely cool to be able to see the top of this thing. All right, so Devin's given this one a 5 out of 7 so far, but we have one more waterfall at this spot to see before we take off. All right, and here is the second waterfall. It's a pretty cute little waterfall. You definitely get some spray if you get up close there for sure. That's a climb back up. I'm getting out of shape.
Take off spider webs.
Whew. All right, out of this spot now and on to the next one.
I
almost did it.
This is how I limbo. None of you are hearing me. Bring it down half an inch. You got it.
Yeah, he's done it. Okay, so onwards to Bonnel Creek Falls now. So this part of the trail we're on right now actually all used to be forested. For whatever reason, they came in and chopped down all the trees. It's still a pretty decent hike anyways, but I always find it's kind of sad when, you know, you get this awesome trail people love to hike on, people like to get out in nature, and they come in and they log it. It kind of makes it a little less majestic, but still a beautiful little walk outside for sure. All right, so there they are at Bonnel Creek Falls. This is definitely a different waterfall altogether in the winter time. It's really worth it to come here once in the summer to see this, and also come here now around winter time to see this awesome water flow that you get. Let's go check out the bottom. So keep in mind, if you want to come to Bonnel Creek Falls, you actually have to climb down this rope here. It's a little steep, but definitely worth doing it to see the bottom of this beautiful waterfall. At this time of year, it's a little slippery too, so if you plan on coming during the winter, the spring, or the fall, definitely be careful. If you come in the heat of summer, the water's not nearly as cold as it would be this time of year. Josh, what do you hate about this one?
I can't even touch it.
And how does this one taste and smell?
It tastes great, less filling. Smells fantastic. The other one had kind of a funk to it when we got up to the top, but I kind of like this one.
Which one is like the finer one, would you say, for the audience?
I would say if you had a finer taste in and you wanted to get something that would be like, ooh, on your palate, I'd say this one.
And how will you be judging these waterfalls, good sir?
Pretty fine falls, if you ask me.
Yes.
Solid 7 out of 7, maybe even an 8.
So Devin's judging things on a 7 scale. I don't know why it's 7 instead of 10,
funny
but
meme.
that's how we're gonna go with today. I guess the numbers.
Have you seen the 5 out of 7 meme?
Yeah, it's a 5 out of 7 meme, I guess. Okay, so you're giving this one an 8?
In the summertime, that is a glorious swimming hole.
Here's what this one looks like in the summertime. Time to go down.
And the other one did not have a swimming hole.
That's very true.
There were multiple waterfalls, great hike.
I totally agree with Josh on that.
He's right, he can't touch it.
I totally agree with Devin on that. This is my favorite. Kelsey likes the other spot. She thinks it's more majestic. She likes the size of the waterfalls at the other spot. Okay, so Devin.
Size matters to Kelsey.
Size matters.
Of the balls. I'm talking about the balls.
This one because it's a little rougher.
This one's a little rougher. It's a little rougher of a waterfall.
Yeah.
No dog at the other one, you know?
Yeah,
Like, that's
so
sort of
so basically this is kind of unsafe for dogs is what you're saying?
I would say so, like because you gotta rappel down that shit, and then also like you can get down there, but again, you still gotta rappel.
Yeah.
So whereas the other one's great for like a hike with the dog or the family, opposed to this one. I would say.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, so that pretty much concludes us going to these two waterfalls to get an idea of which waterfall spot is better. So we're gonna do a little bit of a finale of which waterfall spot is better. So, Devin, Bonnel Creek or Shooting Star?
Shooting Star's the name. I like that name, but still, I'm going with Bonnel.
You're going with Bonnel?
1 for Bonnel.
8 out of 7?
8 out of 7.
Okay. And which one do you hate more?
I mean, the other one wasn't as hard and rough as this one. I'm not saying that I like this one, but if I was gonna have to not pick one, yeah, this one is pretty. Bonnel's pretty. It's
And
very
you probably
pretty.
like swimming here better in the summer?
Yeah, apparently the other one is very mucky and full of microorganisms.
Okay, so 2 for Bonnel.
Less organisms.
My vote is actually in Bonnel. Kelsey votes for the other one, so let's see what Sean has to say.
This one actually tasted pretty good.
Yeah.
It smelled fantastic. The hike sucked balls. But honestly, I like this one better.
He likes this one better.
I like this one better. It's more, you can stand there and see the whole thing and enjoy the whole thing in the middle of it. Whereas the other one, it's broken up. You got to move around. You kind of go, oh, here's one. Oh, here's another. This one you can sit there and go, oh yeah.
All right, so the verdict is in. We feel that Bonnel Creek takes the cake on this one. I am sorry, Kelsey. It doesn't necessarily mean that any of these two spots are better. They both have their perks. It's definitely worth it to go check either of these two spots out if you're gonna come to the Nanoose area of Vancouver Island. Let me know in the comments down below which one you think is better. If you guys like waterfalls, you guys like these videos, or you just want to hear about some cool British Columbia spots or Vancouver Island spots, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell. Let me know how I'm doing as always in the comments below, and we'll see you guys all next time for more waterfalls.